Hi guys, in this video we have to solve is graph for bipartite problem. So in this problem we have to tell whether a graph is bipartite or not. If it is bipartite, then we have to print true, and if it is not bipartite, then we have to print false. Okay, so let's see how we can solve this problem. Okay, so for a graph to be bipartite, let's suppose this is a graph 1, 2 and 3. For a graph to be bipartite, we have two sets. Always for any graph to be bipartite, what we have to do, any edge, consider any edge, the nodes connecting that edges should be in the opposite sets. Okay, for example, in this graph 1, 2 and 3, how many edges are there? One edge is 1 comma 2 and one edge is 1 comma 3. So for all the edges, the nodes which are connecting those edges should be in the opposite sets. Suppose if I choose 1 to be in the set 1, then 2 must be in the set 2. Okay, now 1 and 3 is also an edge. So if 1 is in set 1, then 3 should be in set 2. So we are able to separate the nodes in the two opposite sets. So it is a bipartite graph. Okay, it is a bipartite. Now let's check one more condition. Let's suppose if this is the graph 1, 2, 3 and 2 and 3 is also connected. Okay, now the edges are 1, 2, 1, 3 and 2, 3. Now let's suppose I take 1 in set 1. Okay, so 2 must be in set 2. Now 1 and 3 is also an edge, and 1 is in set 1, so 3 must be in set 2. Okay, now 2 and 3 is also an edge. If 2 is in set 2, then 3 must be in set 1, but 3 is in set 2, which is not allowed. So we'll have to remove 3 from here. We have to put 3 here. But if we put 3 in set 1, then 1 and 3 will be in same set. This is also not allowed. So this is not a bipartite graph, since we are not able to separate all the nodes which are connecting an edge into two opposite sets. Okay, so how can we solve this problem? Okay, so for solving bipartite graph, we will use a graph coloring technique. What is that? Let's suppose this is our graph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so we will use two colors. One color is 0 and one color is 1. Okay, all the neighbors of a node should be in the opposite color. Okay, what do I mean by is, if 1 is in color 0, then the neighbors of 1 should be in opposite color. 2 and 3 will be in opposite color. Now the neighbors of 2 should be in opposite color. So 4 will be in opposite. So if 2 is 1, then 4 will be 0. If 3 is 1, then 5 should be 0. Now the neighbors of 4 should be in opposite color. If 4 is in 0, then 6 should be 1. If 5 is in 0, so 6 should be 1. So if we are able to find such a configuration, then it means our graph is bipartite. Otherwise, not bipartite. Okay. Now let's take one more example. The earlier one which we have used earlier. If this is the graph 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Now let's check. If I take 1 in color 0, then the neighbors of 1 should be in opposite color. So this is in 1 and this is in 2. Now 1 is visited. Okay. Now we come to 2. If 2 is in color 1, then the neighbor of 2 should be in opposite color. So color of 3 should be ideally 0. But here the color of 3 is 1. So we are not able to get a possible configuration. We are not able to get. Okay. So this means not bipartite. Okay. So how will we achieve that? We will use BFS technique. We'll use a BFS technique. We'll use a class object, that is each node will have a property, a color. If and we'll apply BFS technique, and we will see that for each node the neighbors are of the different color or not. If the neighbors are of the same color as that of the node, then it means it is not a bipartite graph. otherwise it is a bipartite graph. Okay, so it is just a modification of BFS. Okay, so let's try to code this problem. While coding, I will try to explain you all. Okay, so what is given to us? Everything is given to us. What we will do that, let's make a visited array. Okay, now I- here I am using for loop because there can be a case like since graph is not corrected, so there can be something like this. This can be a graph. Okay, so one component can be a bipartite and other component can be non-bipartite. So we have to check for each component. If any of the component is non-bipartite, then our answer should be non-bipartite, otherwise it should be bipartite. So that's why I'm using a for loop. So I'm iterating over all the vertices. If a particular vertex is not visited, then I will explore that component. Okay, so we have to explore each component to check the bipartiteness of graph. Okay, so that's why we are using for loop to iterate over the all the components of the graph. Okay, so here we will check. Since we are using two colors, 0 and 1, so what I am going to do over here is that I have making a initially earlier what we used to do, we used to make a boolean array for visited. Okay, but this time we are using two colors, 0 and 1. So instead of boolean, I am going to use a integer array for visited. If a node is visited, then I will store in the visited array, I will store the color. If 1 is stored in color 0, then in the visited array I will store 0. If 1 is in color 1, then in the visited array I will store 1. That's why I have made a integer array for visited. Okay, so we are going to use 0 and 1. So how will we find out that whether a node is, if 0 is present, then it means visited, 1 is present, that means the node is already visited. So I am initially filling the array with -1. If -1 is present at a particular index, then it means that that particular node is not visited. Okay, so I'm using this convention. So let me fill the array with -1. So what we will do, I'm filling the visited array with -1. Okay, and here I am checking if visited is double equal to -1, then I have to explore this component. Okay, we are using the modified version of BFS for this also. So I am writing the name of function as BFS only. So I need to pass the graph. Okay, graph, then the source vertex, which is I, then the integer array, which is visited. Okay, and let's make a variable flag. Initially I am assuming that my graph is bipartite. Okay, so I'm assuming it true. If my answer comes out to be false, then I will update my flag variable, flag equal to false, and I can simply break the loop. Since if any one of the component is non-bipartite, then the whole graph is considered as non-bipartite. Okay, okay, now here we need a class object class also. So let's make a class. Since at each node I have to store the node value along with the color for that node, so I will be needing a class for that. So let's make integer node and integer color. Okay, integer node, integer color. Okay, this part is done. Now let's write the logic for our BFS function. Public static boolean BFS. So we have graph, a list of edge array, graph integer source integer array visited. Okay, queue of, we have to make where queue. Okay, now we'll add the source node. Let's color the source node with 0. Okay, so q dot add new pair of source with color 0. Okay, now while the queue is not empty, that is size of queue is greater than 0, we will traverse the graph. We will remove the element, remove equal to q dot remove. We have to check if it is already visited, that is if visited of remove dot node is not equal to -1, that means this node is already visited. Okay, if it is -1, our convention, what was our convention, that in the visited array we were storing -1 at each location. -1 indicates it is not visited, and if it is not -1, then it means it is visited. So that is what I am checking over here. If node is not visited, that is if not equal to -1, then it means it has been already visited. If a node has been already visited, like suppose in this case, suppose this is my graph. So if the color of this 1 is 0, then the color of 2 and 3 will be 1. Okay, so now the neighbor of 2 is what, 4. So I will visit 4 and mark it color as 0. Okay, let's suppose the queue diagram. Okay, initially 0 is present. I will remove 0, mark 0 as what, visited, and its color as 0. Okay, now the neighbors of 1, that is 2 and 3, those will be added. Okay, now 2 will be removed, mark visited, its color is 1. Okay, now the neighbor of 2 is what, 4. So 4 will be added and color of 4 will be what, 0. Okay, now 3 will be removed, mark visited, its neighbor is 4. So 4 will be added. Now the color of 3 is 1, so color of 4 should be what, 4 is 0. Okay, now 4 will be removed, mark visited, done. Now again 4 is visited. Now this time 4 is visited. So what is the color? Color of 4 is 0, and earlier also what, color of 4 was what, 0. So if the color matches, then it means there is no problem. But suppose if here 3 demands the color to be 1, then this is a problem. Like suppose this case. Take one more example. If this is the case, 1, 2 and 3. 1 is our source node. So we'll remove 1, mark 1 as visited, its color is 0. So its neighbor 2 and 3 will be added. 2 with a color of 1 and 3 with a color of 1. Okay, now 2 will be removed, it will be mark visited, its color is 1, its neighbor 3 will be added with what, color 0. Okay, since color of 2 is 1, so its neighbor color should be 0. Now 3 will be removed, it will be mark visited, there is no neighbor which is not visited, so nothing will be added to queue. Now again 3 will be removed. Okay, this time here color was initially 1, now here color was initially 1 due to this. Now this time the color 2 demands its color to be 0, so 3 is asked for both colors 0 and 1. 1 wants that color of 3 should be what, 1. 1 demands that color of 3 should be 1, and 2 demands color of 3 should be 0. So this is not possible. So in this case we have to return that this graph is not bipartite. Okay, so we have to write, so this is what we are going to write over here. So what we will check, if it is already visited, then we have to check if the color stored in visited array for this node is not equal to the color, current color, that means this node needs what, both color, and that is not possible. So in this case what I have to do, we have to return false, that this is not bipartite. Otherwise what, we have to simply continue, since this is a visited node, to skip this node. Otherwise what we will do, we'll mark this node as visited, and here we are using color to mark the node as visited. So I have stored the color value in the visited node. Okay, and we have to do the work part. Okay, after the work part we have to add the neighbors. Okay, so for what was that, edge edg in graph of remaining dot node if visited of edj dot neighbor is double equal to -1. That is, if the neighbor node is not visited, then we will add it into the queue. Then what we will do, add it into the queue. But we cannot simply add. If my color is 1, then my neighbor color should be 0, and if my color is 0, then my neighbor color should be 1. So we have to add in the queue according to this condition. Okay, so what we will do, we will check if my color is 0, then I will add in the queue new pair of neighbor node and color will be what, 1. Else I will add new pair of neighbor node and color will be 0. Okay, so after all, if after all the traversal is done, if no node is found to be wrong, means every node we are able to find a configuration of alternating 0 and 1s. That means this is a bipartite graph, so we can return true. Okay, so I think we are done with everything. Let's cross verify that whether we have written everything correctly or not. Okay, okay, is also fine. Okay, then we are adding. Okay, this is also fine. Okay, now let's try to do one thing. Let's try to run this code and see whether it is correct or not. Let's try to run it. Okay, so I have missed a semicolon somewhere. It is at line number 61. Line number 61. Okay, no, we are removed equal to dot remove. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, okay, so there is a slide writing remove dot node. Okay, this was the mistake. It looks like there are few more mistakes. Line number, what is line number 73? If remaining dot removed element dot color is 0, edge dot neighbor, this is correct. This is correct. Okay, so line number 73. Okay, so the P is not capital for pair, so this is also spelling writing mistake. So we are getting correct answer. Let's try to submit it. Let's check whether we are passing all test cases. Whether yes, we are passing all test cases, so our solution is correct. I hope you guys would have liked the video.